Good afternoon, folks. Paul with Patriot Appliance over here. We're working on a Whirlpool gas dryer. It's a Whirlpool Cabrio. We determined that we need to replace our gas solenoids. So first things first, what we do is when we get to customer's house, the first thing you want to do is unplug the dryer itself. Gas dryers work off of 110. Electrical dryers, anytime you have a skinny cord like this, if you have a question about what kind of dryer you have, this indicates it's 110 volts on here, so this would be a gas dryer. If you had an electrical dryer, you'd see a real thick, like maybe this thick, gray electrical line that would go in here, and that would be an electrical dryer. So the gas solenoids is what we're going to work on today in replacing. We're going to try to do it from the bottom. Hopefully we don't have to take the entire machine apart, but if we do, we do. So first things first, we'll try to tip it up a little bit. Be careful to put it back, or we can tip it all the way back. Kind of have it pretty steady for us over here, and make sure that we are working and the machine doesn't tip over. Alright, so down here at the bottom we are going to pop this open. This is what keeps the toe plate at the bottom. You can actually look into the machine itself when you take this off. So you can either use a knife, what I like to use is a flathead screwdriver. So you see the location of these things. If you come with a screwdriver and you come in from this side, you'll bump into it. So then you kind of have to get right above this. Same principle if you come with a screwdriver from this side, you push this down and this comes off. Okay. Take this and put it to the side. Pretty much one of the things that is, we're gonna try to get in here. This is where the gas solenoids are at right here. There's one of them with a 3-prong and the other one is a 2-prong gas solenoid. So there's 2 screws that hold it down. I will attempt to do it without taking it apart. See if we can. You can just get in here. It's pretty sharp in here, so I'm wearing gloves today because you really want to protect yourself in here. Yeah, that's pretty good, Ben. Thank you. If you see the gas solenoids, one here and one here, there's 2 screws. We'll have to try to take this off. So let me get over here, get my little screwdriver, get in here, and get this side. I have to put a little torque on it. Open up this side. Alright, there we go. I know it's not easy to see. Inside the dryer itself is a little bit of lint. Anytime you see lint like this at the bottom on the dryer, that indicates that your vents need to get unclogged, okay? Lint is pretty dense, it's heavier than air, and so even though your dryer has a blower wheel, which is behind here, this is your blower wheel right in here, and all the lint that gets caught in this lint trap in here, anything that passes through that goes into the blower wheel turns around and blows it into the wall, and then from the wall it has to go all the way up into the attic, and from the attic it goes left to right and outside of the house. So what happens over a period of time, you see this right here? This is all built up lint that's not able to get outside of your house because you are pretty clogged up. And in a situation like that, there's a company here in the city of Austin that we use, ATX Vent Cleaning Company. The name of the owner is James Garcia. He's a really good guy. He's a very high quality contractor. Deals really well with their customers, is high customer service. So anytime I refer any type of contractors to any of our customers, I always make sure that they have similar values and principles as we do here at Patriot Appliance Repair. Okay, so there's not really a way to make a mistake. Let me get these solenoids so you can see. There's not really a way to make a mistake. There's 2 different kinds of solenoids. One is a 2-prong and one is a 3-prong solenoid. This is called a kit. It's a Whirlpool part. I stretched it a little bit. Part number is 27 9834 coil valve kit. This is the one that you would take. So you have one solenoid that has a 3-prong, and then you have a solenoid that has 2 prongs. So it's easy. You take the solenoid on this side, has 3 prongs, you grab it, take it off, take the old one. This sits on the inside of the solenoid itself, kind of as a guide. It really sits on top of this, like this. Here, like that. You take that, take your new one, make sure you put your old one to the side so you don't accidentally put the old one back on there, okay? Then you're being counterproductive. So you take that one off, then you go to the other one. That's a 2 solenoid, 2-prong solenoid, and it has 2 prongs here. It's okay. Take the new one, put that on there like that, and then you slide that one back there, and voila, we have a new one. Having a little technical difficulties here with my coworker's camera. It has ideas on its own. Alright, so got the solenoid back on there. Now you take the cover. These holes have to sit on the top of the solenoids themselves, and obviously this way it comes right there. If you can kind of take a look, that's how it goes in there. You drop your screws in there. Probably at this point is a good idea for me to take my gloves off so I can get these screws started on here. And get one on. Get on here. Like such. Get this started. I don't like tightening them down until I get them both started really well. Nice little. Alright, tighten the back side. Alright, that's down. This side down. And voila. That should do the trick. Then we got some new solenoids in here. We're gonna give it a little test run. What these guys do, the purpose of these gas solenoids, their job is to pass electricity into the igniter. Whenever the igniter allows electricity to pass through it, the flame sensor also has to have pass electricity through it. If the flame sensor doesn't ohm out, you're not going to have a flame. If your igniter is burned out, you're not going to have any flame. If your gas solenoids are bad, they will flame up, but not as often as it would need it. So we're going to plug it back in, give us a little test run, and see how she did. If we have a successful repair. Try her back down. Slide it back. This thing kind of has a mind of its own. Perfect. Now that back on. Alright, let's tighten down this vent. The vent tube that goes into your wall, you gotta make sure that's on there because gas has carbon monoxide, so you don't want to have any of that blown back into your house. Electrical is a little bit different because with electrical there's no gas from the fire for the flame, carbon monoxide being generated, so you're not as bad with the electrical. So that would be potentially hazardous. Another reason why I mentioned the vent cleaning company is because I haven't came across too many dryers that had this problem, but once the lint builds up inside the dryer, especially with gas dryers, there's fire in there, and at some point it could catch on fire. So I've had it happen before where inside the dryer came on fire. The wire harness burned out. It actually melted because it caught on fire. So there was a lot of lint in there. So every year and a quarter, you would really want to clean out these vents. I'm gonna come down here and take a look. We're pretty live on the flame itself. Take a look flame, everything's good. So it went out the first time. Now we're gonna wait for it to come back on again. So in an hour period, an hour 45 minutes, the load, the dryer is always gonna, the gas is gonna come on at least 25 to 30 different times, and the igniter comes on and off depending on how the heat does, and it turns on and off. Flame again. So now within a minute, you know, this is the second time already that the flame comes on, and so it's gonna go on numerous times throughout the entire cycle, and it's gonna create heat, and in turn clothes are going to be a little drier than they have been. So my name is Paul, Patriot Appliance Repair. Appreciate your time this afternoon. Hope this helps a little bit. Have a great day.